Morning. So I'm Richard from Dreams, head of e-commerce. I've been with Dreams about a year and a half. Dreams was acquired by Sun Investors about 2 years ago. And really over the time that I've been with the company, we've made a lot of changes in really completely overhauling Dreams as a business in terms of its branding, its perception, the values, and obviously my involvement in really overhauling the e-commerce business and growing its share really. So a little bit about Dreams. Firstly, as Richard said, we're the leading bed specialist. We've got over 160 retail stores and the website at dreams.co.uk. Founded in 1985, so this is our 30th year this year. Committed to providing expert customer service and advice. And one of the big things for Dreams really at the moment is about being the most recommended bed retailer. We retail mattresses, bed frames, divans, bedroom furniture and soft furnishings. And a lot of our products actually made in the UK are Dreams Bed Factory. Owned by Sun European since 2013. Okay, so drivers for change. So what's really influenced us in making decisions to change our website? Obviously speed. Everyone's desperate to do things quickly at the moment. And for us it's about performance, speed through the checkout, but also speed through the entire site as well. And we've completely overhauled our systems to achieve that, constantly monitoring speed and making tweaks and improvements throughout the journey to ensure that the optimum speed's reached. Making things simple. It should be easy. We're only selling beds. Often I think there's an unnecessary complexity about things. We're always trying to just make things as light and as easy as possible. The big one really for us and the driver for most of our changes really has been making our site mobile and tablet friendly. We actually started our journey just over a year ago when we moved on to a responsive site. Thinking in terms of tablets, we were seeing our share of tablet usage rising significantly. Over the last 6 months, I think we've come to realise that tablet is actually starting to stabilise. Mobile is really taking off, and for us now, mobile first. We're always thinking about the mobile first in anything that we do. Tablet, desktop afterwards. Obviously, we're here to talk about reducing abandonment. That's key to us. Increasing conversion goes without saying. Increasing ATV. And for us, also looking at increasing the services and the delivery attachments with it. So the kind of things that we're thinking about at this stage is device and browser-specific requirements. We know that there's different scenarios we need to cater for. Managing the customer journey, but also more importantly in really thinking about the unique circumstances of our customers, because no two journeys are really the same. And also managing the customer's expectations through their process of shopping with Dreams. The definition of user case scenarios. To us, that's important that we understand how a customer is working through the site and being able to understand and cater for those specifics. One thing that we do a lot of is A/B testing. Before we moved on to a new site that was responsive on our old platform, we'd done a lot of A/B testing to validate some of the changes that we wanted to make. To see what effect those had with our KPIs. The ones that were successful, we took forward into the new build. The ones that weren't successful still gave us a learning, and we were able to tweak even those that had a negative influence and turn those into a positive. I think really important as well is flexibility to adapt solution. Nothing stays still, everything's changing all the time, and I think when thinking about any kind of proposal or solution that you're looking at is making sure it's flexible. One of the things that we've done with our responsive site is build in a lot of flexibility for personalisation. So a lot of things like spare divs and things like that we can then drop content in. So we've got lots of containers that allow us to personalise the site. So a bit fuzzy that, but this is a screenshot from our mobile homepage. So what we're introducing here is fast and easy checkout. So I think it does no harm at all at an early stage in the shopping process is just to flag up good reasons to shop with us. Obviously we've got some key messages there, but why not just let people know on a mobile, shop with us, it's quick and easy to check out. Obvious ones here, but on a product page, obviously we've got things in our FUD bar up here. We're calling out our specific benefits. We personalise these depending on the page or the content that you're on. Obviously calling out things like free delivery and recycling. So just starting to introduce the good reasons to shop with us before we reach the checkout. Moving on to a product page here on the desktop view. We're using payment options here, so just getting customers used to the fact that we actually offer a finance solution. It's interest-free, very appealing, obviously great for our average transaction value. So here, why not start introducing the fact that product that perhaps might be a slightly more high-end is actually very affordable when spread over finance. So start introducing these kind of triggers here earlier on in the journey. Obviously, also stating delivery options and times, just getting customers warm to the idea that it's going to be an easy transaction. And as we move on to the basket, particularly for a big ticket product purchase like beds or bedroom furniture, you want to have confidence as a consumer, so we're showing security and trust messages. For example, at the top we've got 100% secure message, secure basket, secure checkout, Norton Secured, Trustpilot. So looking at these kind of messages around, just trying to encourage the customer that it's a safe place to shop. Of course, depending on whether the customer is shopping for the first time or a repeat customer, might dictate how you show these messages. For example, if someone's coming back, we probably don't need to reinforce the fact it's secure. They're comfortable shopping with us, so we can start to remove some of that content and just declutter the page somewhat. Providing help and support. This is really important to Dreams. It's a very considered purchase. The customer's spending a lot of money with us. They're buying a bed which they're going to sleep on for somewhere between 7 to 10 years. So they really need to feel confident in that they're making the right choice. So obviously we show them help messages. One of the things since I've been here that we've really grown our business is in telesales. Quite often there's customers that aren't going to be comfortable purchasing directly through the website, so why not give them the option to speak to somebody over the phone, talk through their concerns, and convert them through the telesales channel. And we've really grown that side of the business over the last year. Obviously, live chat or video chat is another great feature that we've brought in, again as a reassurance really to customers that they're making the right decision, and we can help just guide them. Most of our customers just need that little bit of tipping over the edge just to get them to convert with us. So opportunities as well on the basket page. For us, we've got various services and guarantees that we've got apologies, it's a bit fuzzy there, but things like the 10-year guarantee that we do offer an assembly service, bed mattress recycling. So this is the place for us where we start to really try and encourage the addition of an attachment of these kind of items. So for us, getting the customer to put something into their basket should feel simple. And then here we can start to introduce the concept of these other great services that Dreams has to help them with their purchase. On the mobile, one of the real game changers for us was adding PayPal Express. The reason it's been so successful for us is just the simplicity on the mobile of being able to check out an order, where the customer really can fast track through the checkout. The advantage here really is there's so few keystrokes required to be able to check out, because you're logging in with PayPal, you're auto-populating all your form fields. So really it's you know, as simple as a login, bring all that detail back into our systems, allow them to check out. So on a mobile, very few keystrokes required just to get that order through the system. Big one as well, decluttering. So just removing any sort of distractions in the checkout, just to keep the focus on completing the checkout. So we've done a lot of A/B testing and experimenting with the kind of things that we should be taking out, we can remove, and the effect that has on conversion. Obvious one is only ask for the essential stuff. So if we don't need to take it, don't take it. We can always ask later if we need more information, but the less that we can ask is going to increase our conversion as well. An obvious one is obviously things like validation errors, just making sure that the checkout is really streamlined, there's no issues there. A big one is HTML5 form fields. So if a customer needs to type in a phone number, make sure you show them the numeric keypad. Just make things simple, make it easy. We're actually going to do another project shortly where we're going to declutter the checkout and the login and really make it minimal and see what effect that has. So you know, keep testing, keep trying different ways, different ideas. Abandonments. Obviously we're here today to talk about abandonments. It's a big one for us, particularly given in mind that, as we said, Dreams, very considered purchase, buying a bed. You know, we know that a lot of people are going to be coming on, looking at product, maybe put it in the basket. They're then probably going to go into store, try something out, maybe come back. You know, and as well, I think these days there's a lot of people are using various different devices. So you know, a journey with Dreams might start on a mobile. It might involve going into a store. It might be on a tablet, come back to a desktop. So all these different devices that people are using in their experience with Dreams. How do we make sure that we give them a great experience? You know, cross-device recovery is important for us. So, for example, here on the basket, we give people the option to be able to send themselves the content of their cart, send themselves an email. They can then use that email to then populate that content back onto a different browser on a different device, so they're migrating their cart to wherever they choose. We also use this as a feature if we see abandonment behaviour at this stage. So if it looks like someone's going to exit the site, we can then pop this up as well. This is fairly new to us, but we're seeing some good uptake in this. Simple to set up and really helping just catch some extra conversions there. And as we're moving them through onto the delivery piece, encourage upgrades. So we offer a free delivery service, which is to your door. Quite a simple one here is a message that might pop up if they've ordered some heavy mattresses. If anyone's tried to move a mattress up onto their second floor, a king-size mattress, you know those things are heavy. So good opportunity just to have a message just to say, you know, are you sure you want to do this? We'll quite happily take it up. Why not upgrade? You know, and again, we can optimize the presentation and the tone of voice just to get the right feel. We might choose to vary that depending on the type of customer that we've got. I think an important one really is just managing customers' expectations, guiding them through the process so it's clear to them at what stage they are, how much they've got left to complete, making it very clear as to what parts they've completed, what's left to do. Just avoiding any surprises. One of the things we've really tried hard to do, particularly with the services add-ons we've got and the complexity of some of that, is trying to manage their expectations so that there's no surprises. They don't get to any page and suddenly the delivery price has gone up to £39. If we're going to do something like they're adding on a service which is going to force them to have a paid delivery, then be clear and upfront on that beforehand. I think there's nothing worse than reaching a page and then finding that a price has changed, so we're really keen to avoid that situation. Obviously, the obvious one, state selected sizes and options. We want customers to be actually crystal clear on what they've put into their basket so we don't have any cancellations, particularly given some of our product is made to order. Be clear on the delivery dates, the times, what's going to happen next. So just managing the customer through that journey so that they're happy, they know what's going on. And for us, the results then, so mobile conversion, we've grown that 22% year on year. Mobile revenue is 121% year on year. Tablet revenue is up 7%. Average transaction value is up 18%. And our online sales growth so far this year against last year is plus 26%. Okay. And finally, I wouldn't say I'm an expert. I'm only going to give you the advice as from what I know from my experience of working on the Dream site is think mobile first. For me, this is a really important one, is lots of small incremental gains collectively make a big difference. So particularly when you're thinking about A/B testing and personalisation, you've only got to move the conversion dial just a tiny, tiny percent, particularly on big ticket items. Put lots of those in and suddenly you're making a big difference and the numbers really come through. Test and trial continually. We might do a test, we get great results, and then we find, if we retest that again a few months later, the landscape's completely changed. So we like to continually test and continually trial, always challenge ourselves, make data-driven decision making, and for us, learning through session replay. So actually looking at what's happening with our customers on site. Okay, thank you very much.